Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Belmont Park here on Friday. It is the 2nd of June 2023. Gonna look at the sixth race from Belmont, but before I get on to that, remember, please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean around the world. Let's look at the sixth from Belmont, which is a good race. It's an allowance optional claimer purse $95,000. Races for 3-year-olds who never won 18,000 of the main claiming starter or state board allowance racer, which never won 2 races. Optional claim price $62,500. We have a field of 10 horses heading to the inner turf course. The distance of ground here of 1,800 meters, if you want to go by that, or the distance of ground of 1.1 miles on the Belmont Inner Turf Course. About 1,800 meters, about 1.1 miles. Portable rails up at 35 feet. My top selection, I'm going to go with the number 5 horse here, Jungfrau. I'm going to go 5-3-4-6 in the superfecta. 5-3-4-6 super. Top selection of 5 horse Jungfrau. This 3-0 filly by, or excuse me, 3-0 colt by Arrogate. Belmont trains this one for Jedmont. Jose Lascano gets to mount. First time Lasix here. Most recently, they ran the horse in the Grade 1 Florida Derby at Gulfstream Park, 1.1 miles on the 1st of April. And the horse didn't do a lot of running. From the rail, he finished 8th by 24 3/4 lengths. Didn't break so well. Had a steady into the first turn, was wide, and just didn't show up. Coming to turf, which I think he should do a lot better with, hopefully getting a little forwardly paced, which I think should suit this one on this turf course. I think he could get some redemption for the last race. 2 back in the Withers here in New York at Aqueduct, 1.8 on the 11th of February. He finished 6th by 49 3/4 lengths that day, and he just kind of stuck and never had anything. You know, coming up from South Florida to New York in the middle of winter, it was a very, mild winter. He just wasn't handling it there. Maybe he just wasn't acclimatized to the climate there. And then prior to that, on New Year's Eve at Gulfstream, mile 16th in main special weight, he finished second by a nose. But because of the winner was facing, coming out in the lane and with a small margin victory, they placed him first. I thought it was the right call, but he still hasn't crossed the wire first there. And then the main special weight here at Aqueduct, 1.8 in November over at Aqueduct. He finished fourth by 5 1/4 lengths. He stalked. He just kind of hit the wall late. First time around 2 turns, 1.8 could be tough as a 2-year-old. He's training well since going to Saratoga on the Oklahoma track. Coming here today, I think he can forwardly pace. It wouldn't surprise me if he gets the job done. I think the 3 horse Love Me Not, your second likeliest winner for Gregory Siaco and John Velazquez. Most recently at Tampa at the end of March, at mile 16th in optional 75. The horse won by 1 1/4 lengths and closed up from nowhere. I thought it was a very good victory. The 68 bar wasn't the highest of ever for this horse, but it was still a very good run. Prior to that, in optional 75 at Tampa, going mile 16th in early February, he finished 6th by 11 1/4 lengths that day, and he just never really got going. I thought he had a little bit of a wide trip there. And then at Tampa, 1 mile optional 75 in early January, he finished 3rd by 3 1/4 lengths that day. Horrible beginning, a little bit wide, but he was gaining that day. I think he gets a little close like he did in his main victory at Monmouth. Coming here today, I'll give him a shot on the ticket. And also the 4 horse Mendigo for Christophe Camacho Rosario. This horse basically walked here on the 7th of May, going 1.1 miles, winning by 2 1/4 lengths. That was a very good victory. Prior to that at Keelan, the horse just didn't see a very good trip from the back of the pack. He could sit close on the speed favoring turf course. He has some speed. At 5-2, it wouldn't surprise me here. We'll use him on the ticket. This race is kind of like the second division of the Pennine Ridge. Those horses just not good enough to run tomorrow in that Pennine Ridge, but it wouldn't surprise me if you see horses out of this race run next month in that Belmont Derby. But to recap my selection for the 6 from Belmont, gonna take the 5 horse Jungfrau, give kudos to the 3 horse Love Me Not and the 4 horse Mendigo, 5-3-4-6 super, 5-3-4 in your multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.